In our Hindu Samaj, we offer our utmost reverential respect to the Buddha as an avatar. His name is in the 24 avatar and the 10 avatar. But we don't accept his philosophy as completely valid. Arey, he is God. Why don't we accept his philosophy as valid? Sri Krishna said that Arjuna, I am the Supreme. Mattah parataram nanyat. Arjuna now responds. And he says, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. Param means supreme, beyond whom there is nothing else. So you are the Param Brahma. You are the divine, the ultimate abode. You are the supreme purifier. Earlier on, great sages said this. Narad said it for you. Deval said it. Vyasa said it. Why is Arjuna quoting these sages? Because to determine the veracity of a spiritual truth, there must be some authoritative basis. Otherwise, anybody can say anything. Any speaker can come and make any claim. So and so is the greatest, so and so is the greatest. The question will be, why should we believe in it? So in our Vedic Sanatan Dharma, which we call Hindu Dharma, the Vedas are considered the authority. Bhutam bhavyam bhavishyancha sarvan vedat prasiddhyati. Any spiritual principle must be validated on the authority of the Vedas. This is the ultimate test. Do the Vedas say it? Now somebody says, I've got a different theory. Say, where did you get it from? This God gave to my Guruji in a private room. The credibility will become questionable. And that is why the Vedas are referenced as the authority by all the great sages who write the scriptures. Tulsidas Ji, the writer of the Hindi Ramayana, he says, Nana Purana Nigamagama Sammatam Yat Ramayane. The Ramayana I've written is not a figment of my imagination, but it is from the Nigam Agam Vyakaran Purana. Ved Vyas, when he wrote the Bhagavatam, he says, Arthoyam Brahma Sutranam Sarvopanishadam api. This Bhagavat is the import of the Brahma Sutra and the Upanishads. In fact, for the Brahma Sutra also he says, Shastra Yonitvat. This Brahma Sutra is as per the Shastras. So the authority must be there for validation, even if God comes and says something against the Vedas. We have the right to reject it. Sri Krishna doesn't do that. Sarvopanishado Gavo Dogdha Gopalanandana. This is the essence of the Upanishads. But the Buddha did it. He did not accept the Vedic authority and propagated his version of the truth. So in our Hindu Samaj, we offer our utmost reverential respect to the Buddha as an avatar. His name is in the 24 avatar and the 10 avatar. But we don't accept his philosophy as completely valid. Arey, he is God. Why don't we accept his philosophy as valid? Because it's not based on the Vedas. Oh, why did God not base his philosophy on the Vedas? Because the situation demanded a deviation. When the Buddha came, people were misinterpreting the Vedas. They were using the Vedas to justify animal sacrifice, which was a complete aberration of the original meaning. They were so immersed in ritualistic practices, they had sidelined the purification of the Chit. So the Buddha decided if he debates with them on the real meaning of the Vedas, then vado navalambya bahulyavakashadaniya tattvacha. Usually discussions don't reach a conclusion. People keep on insisting their perspective is right. So he just took everybody away from the Vedas. Now the misinterpretation that was happening stopped. Although what he said was a subsection of the Vedas, Satchit Paryodapanam etam muddhanushasanam. He says, cleanse your heart, that is the real essence. Ahimsa paramo dharma, which is also in the Vedas, mahisyat sarva bhutani. So that is why in this Vedic Sanatan Dharma, the validation from the Vedas is essential. But the question is that how do you know that we are interpreting the Vedas rightly? How do you understand the Vedas? Through the Guru. Now the Guru says, look, this is the truth. The Gita says it, Bhagavad says it, Ramayana says it, etc., etc. And I'm explaining it to you. I'm not creating a new truth. The truth is eternal. I am just revealing it to you. But then again, initially at least, the question can arise, how do I know my Guru's interpretation is right? So the third now metric here is all the other Gurus in history. What did Narad say? What did Vedvyas say? What did all the other Gurus say? So this becomes Guru, Shastra and Sadhu. Sadhu is all the other Gurus. So this trinity, Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, is used to validate any spiritual principle. Then it becomes acceptable as authentic. So Arjuna is saying that the great sages said it. The scriptures declared it. O Sri Krishna, today you yourself are also telling me that you are the ultimate source of everything. The Shvetashvatar Upanishad says, Tam Ishvaranam Paramam Maheshwaram Tam Devatanam Paramam Chadaivatam. Gopal Tapani Upanishad asks a question. Kuto mrityur vibheti kasya jnanena akhilam taj jnatam bhavati sarvamidam vigyatam bhavati. Who is the Paramdev? From whom does death, fear, and knowing whom will you know everything that is to be known? Krishno hovai paramam daivatam govindan mrityur vibheti gopijana vallabha jnane nakhilam taj jnatam bhavati. So based on all these, Arjuna is saying you are the ultimate reality.